So I've never played a God of War game prior to the 2018 entry. I was only 5 years old when the original came out in 2005, and 13 when God of War Ascension released in 2013. I was too busy playing Super Mario Sunshine, Minecraft, and Transformers Fall of Cybertron during that 8-year time period. Also, with parents who were very selective of which games I was allowed to play, I highly doubt I had much of a chance of playing something like this.
Yeah, after watching that, I honestly don't blame them.
That being said, it wasn't until 2018 that God of War caught my attention. This was, of course, the time when the reboot was released. I watched reviews on the game and heard nothing but good things, which made me want to pick it up. One small problem, I didn't have a PS4 to play it on, and I was also heading off to college in the coming months. During that time in my life, I actually took a break from video games and honestly forgot all about it. It wasn't until 2022 that I got a chance to play God of War 2018. I still didn't have a PlayStation, but my brother let me use his PC to play it. As soon as I booted it up and played the opening hours, I knew it was something special. The world was gorgeous to look at, the combat was satisfying, the voice acting was fantastic, and the music was simply beautiful and so effortlessly transported me into the Norse world of Kratos and Atreus. But what impressed me above all was its surprisingly sweet and heartwarming story, and the themes that it explored throughout. The one that stood out to me the most was the game's exploration of the corrupting power of vengeance. This is shown through many characters throughout the game, namely Kratos, Atreus, and of course, Baulder. It's no secret that Kratos' past is filled with vengeance. Even off of just playing the 2018 entry, that was clear. But once I did research for this video and watched a recap on the previous games, it was blatantly obvious. Kratos' entire Greek journey is filled to the brim with vengeance and bloodshed for the death of his wife and daughter. His vengeance consumes him, takes away his humanity, and turns him into a raging killing machine that wants to see nothing but the gods suffer, even if that means killing his own father, Zeus. Knowing all of this makes his transformation in the 2018 reboot all the more powerful. When Baulder shows up at his house towards the beginning of the game, Kratos makes it clear he doesn't want to fight him.
It's only when Baulder refuses to leave and threatens his home that Kratos fights back.
I warned you.
Finally.
But it isn't just Kratos' reluctance to fight that shows his growth, but it is also clear that he is ashamed of what he has done in the past and purposely hides it from his son, along with the fact that he is a god. But despite Kratos' best efforts, the time comes where he is forced to tell Atreus of not only his godhood, but Atreus' as well.
When I came to these shores, I chose to live as a man. But the truth is, I was born a god. And so were you.
Kratos tells him that he wanted to spare him from this curse, and that a life of a god can be a lifetime of anguish and tragedy. Unfortunately, it is not too long after until Kratos sees his past self in his son. Later on, the same vengeance and pride that consumed him comes over Atreus when one of Thor's sons, Modi, insults his dead mother, Faye, whom Modi killed. This is another moment where Kratos' transformation is so clear. He tells Atreus to spare him, despite Modi mocking his wife, but Atreus doesn't listen and plunges his knife into Modi's neck.
What are you doing?
It is here where Kratos is forced to see the painful reality that his son is following in his footsteps, and he wants to prevent him from making any more mistakes. Later on, after a trip to Helheim, Atreus sees the wrong he's committed and learns of his father's vengeance against the Greek pantheon. Along with that, he also learns that Kratos killed his own father, Zeus, and finally starts to understand why his father doesn't want him to go down this destructive path of revenge. But while Atreus is learning that vengeance isn't the right path to take, Santa Monica Studios cleverly introduces a character who sees vengeance as the only path to take, and that character is Baulder.
Do you have any idea at all, what you have cost me?
It is revealed during Kratos and Atreus' trip to Helheim that Freya, Baldur's mother, cast a spell on him that made him immune to any type of physical pain, in hopes that it would protect him. But she didn't only take away his feeling of pain, she took away his ability to feel anything at all. Freya did this to protect her son from harm, but Baulder didn't want to be protected in this way, and made sure to let his mother know how much he despised her for putting this curse on him, to the point of almost killing her in his rage. This is the start of Baldur's path of revenge. Ever since Freya put that protection spell on him, he's wanted nothing more than to punish her for what she did to him. And toward the end of the game, he finally comes face to face with her again after 100 years of being apart. Kratos, seeing what is about to happen, tells him that he knows the path of vengeance, and it will not bring him peace.
This path you walk, vengeance, you will find no peace. I know.
Baulder, so consumed with rage, ignores him and tries to attack his mother. Kratos won't let him.
And a battle ensues between the two gods, which culminates with Baulder's curse being broken by an arrowhead from Atreus.
He can now feel again, but he can also now be killed. But Atreus, seeing that his father is once again falling prey to vengeance, tells him to show Baulder mercy, as he is already beaten and defenseless.
He's beaten, Father. Not a threat.
I love this moment because just like Kratos had to call his son out when facing Modi, it's now his son's turn to rescue his father from the vengeance that is consuming him. Freya admits to Baulder that she has wronged him and asks for his forgiveness.
Try to find forgiveness. We can build something new.
No. We can't. Because I will never forgive.
Baulder refuses, and seeing that her son can't be reasoned with, she offers herself up as a sacrifice and gives her son the opportunity to kill her if that means that he will feel fulfilled and find peace. He starts to choke the life out of his mother, and she lets him know that she loves him, but is interrupted by Kratos, who, seeing that he was going to kill Freya, snaps his neck.
The Sigolians here must be better than this.
Atreus is rightfully disturbed by this, and Kratos tells him the truth. He reveals all the wrong he has committed in Greece and that he killed his father Zeus. Atreus asks,
Is this how it always ends? Sons killing their mothers? Their fathers?
No.
and Kratos comforts him by saying, "Who I was is not who you will be. We must be better." And later, Kratos even reveals that he would die for his son if that meant Atreus would live. It is moments like these that hit me so powerfully and why I love this game so much. Because even though God of War is a game where you hack and slash through multiple baddies and take part in epic battles, it's really a story about a father and a son bonding and learning that it is much better to forgive and have mercy than to go down the corrupting path of vengeance.
To those of you that made it to the end of this video, I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my very first video essay. And since this was my first video essay, let me know down in the comments what worked about this, what didn't work. Is there something else you guys would like to hear me talk about? I can't wait to hear what you all have to say, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day or night.